Hello, my dear friends. Today I made myself a good cup of coffee and we start talking on learning with AI, website, books. But first, let me get my cup of coffee. I love to learn, and I love to learn quickly because we have no time to waste. I don't know if you are like me. When I want something, I want it quickly because I already imagine the end result. And I can't wait to get the end result. And learning is always about getting new information. The information that is needed for me, not just any information. And these days, I tested these AI tools out once again. And for sure, you know this. We have a certain interest, then we go through the internet and we look like reading a book. We buy the title, seems promising, and then we read the books. Yeah, it was a lot of work, makes sense, but it wasn't meant for me. It was a wonderful masterpiece. The writer made a wonderful job in general. And the same goes when we go through several websites. We read here, we read there, we read here, and lots of overspill. And now we have the AI tools, ChatGPT, Gemini, and then we put our questions and wait for the results. And what do we get? Normally the same thing as we are reading websites. Yes, it touches the topic, but only in general. You could have got the same results when you are just going through other websites, just quicker. Or you are reading several books and then you have the same background information. Yes, AI makes a wonderful job. It sounds really interesting, but they don't go very far. They only give you an overview, a general overview. But this is not what we want when we want to learn something. Because I am not stupid. And most of the things that is spit out by AI, I already knew it before. So I don't have to read what I already know. This, once again, makes learning an alone thing. But, just a minute, there are still people. There are still specialists. Therefore, I love to work with teachers, with coaches. What is the big difference between a book, a website, AI, and so on? First, they don't give you an analysis who you are. They don't give you a feedback, a real feedback who you are. A person can do this. An experienced person can do this. The experienced person knows exactly who's in front of her, in front of him. You say what you're looking for, what is needed, and this person with experience already knows. I can already see the global picture. This is something that you can't get from AI. You can't get a feedback who you are, not from a website, not from a book. People are needed for this. And then we have a really clear analysis. Who are you at the moment? And when you declare what you need, what your topic, what your desire is, then this person with its experience can say, okay, now I know who's in front of me. And now you need this, and not just all at once. You get all the steps in the right order. First you make this, then you make this, then you make this. And this gives you the right progress that you need to learn and to develop your new skills. And you also need a feedback. Did I learn this correctly? The teacher or the coach, they can see it. A website, a book, AI. So why am I making this video? Our time is precious. if you don't want to fiddle around and wasting your time with a book, we nearly can't grow, even less with a website. Any results from an AI speech model? This doesn't give you the right tools that you continue with your learning. Might be interesting at the beginning and then but it really doesn't start the process of learning step by step and getting the feedback and working with all these tools. We feel alone and we are overwhelmed. And on the other side, with a teacher, with a coach, this makes fun. We have a real communication. He can share some stories. He can encourage me. And while learning, we need a lot of encouragement. And the same happens here with videos. It's nearly impossible to find a video that is exactly needed that you can grow. It might touch some topics, but also a video can't give you any feedback. And the feedback is the most important thing to correct our way when we want to learn something. And as I said at the beginning, I think our time is so precious. We can't waste our time. When we once decided to learn something, this is already a wonderful decision. From this moment on, we should have all the resources that help us. I shouldn't forget my coffee. It's still hot. Let's drink it. And something else that I already realized. I shared a lot of videos here on YouTube. Lots of interesting topics. And when people really would use this information to grow, they must have questions. But when I see the comments, no questions. This clearly says to me, people watch this just as an entertainment, but not to grow, not to learn. Otherwise, the comments should be full of questions. When I want to learn something, I have a lot of questions. And I always need a strong feedback. As I said, I don't want to waste my time. Learning already takes its time. But because of lacking information, prolong this process? Never. Especially when we want to learn something. We need someone that cares for us, for information, for encouragement, to help us continue with a smile, because there are tough times. But we can go through them, especially when we make it together with someone. So these were my feedbacks on AI, websites, books, even videos here on YouTube. And when I imagine all these videos, these faceless videos, just an AI voice, and then we see all these video clips that have nothing to do with the topic, just bought video clips from any library. And when I imagine that people watch these films following all these clips that have nothing to do with the topic itself, are they aware that they are lied to? That these are fake videos? I can't believe this. Most people still think, I see it, therefore it is true. I see it, it makes sense, therefore it is true. It is just a lie. Sometimes I even want to analyze them and make a video how foolish they are. But I didn't make it until now. No. This is still authentic content. This is not AI. This voice is still a real voice. And my thoughts are still inspirations that I want to share with you. Thank you very much for watching. Recently, I share a lot of videos on the law of assumption. They're good.